When I asked my guides, when I asked the angels, I said, well, what do we need to start with? So Chiron came out. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And so Chiron is core wounds, vulnerability, potential through pain. We always build off our pain. So it says Chiron is known as the wounded healer, named after the centaur in Greek mythology. Chiron symbolizes your core wounds that have the potential to heal and become teaching tools for others through your own spiritual growth. Because you've experienced these wounds and their deep impacts on your life firsthand, you can help others heal after you've learned to overcome them yourself. As you unlock the lessons of Chiron, your healing creates a ripple effect, inspiring hope. The most important work we can do is to heal ourselves so that we can shine bright and be the light for others. Amen. And then I wrote here, this focuses on our core wounds that can be teachable moments and that can light the way for others. Sum it up. When we get into it, I know a lot of people are like, Princess, yeah, cool, yeah, focus on our core healing, healing, from the hurt. Okay, but nobody really focuses on how to do that. So, of course, y'all have already heard the same thing, where acknowledging your hurt is like the first step. And a lot of people have done that. They acknowledge that they're hurt. They know that they're hurt. We know that we're hurt, Do we know how to articulate it, or do we know how to process it? That's the key, right? So for me, okay, whenever, in my experience, whenever someone has hurt me, or when I've gone through a hurtful experience or a situation, doesn't matter what it is. It could be from the past. It could be from, that moment at the present moment. It doesn't matter. What I have found that works for me is building my confidence. Confidence is not just something that you just have. Like it's now some people are blessed with just having that strength within, and they got it like that, but not everybody has that. I remember growing up asking my mom, like, Mom, how did you become so confident in yourself? She said it wasn't always like that, and I didn't understand it then. But now I at this age, at this stage of my life, I understand what she meant, and it's something that she had to build over time, experiences that she had to go through, and actually allow herself to go through them and learn from them. Me and my daughter were working out the other day, and she was going on the monkey bars at the gym, and she only could do 2. And I remember, this is my youngest, and I remember when she would be able to just, flip around the whole space. But girls become young ladies. She's 13 now, so they become young ladies, and their energy starts to dwindle, because now your body's doing some different things and changing and stuff like that and stuff. Of course, now we're getting back in the gym so that way we can change certain things and take care of her mental health as well. And when she did the second one, she kept falling. And then she was like, well, you do it. And I'm just like, no. Because I knew I could do it. I knew for sure that I could do it. I was like so like confident that I would be able to go through across the whole entire thing of the monkey bars. But that wouldn't teach her. And what it would do is like, yeah, she would be proud that, oh, my mom could do it, but it's like it doesn't give her an opportunity to really to figure it out, or for her to have the strength to do it. I could show you all day long, but how are you going to empower yourself or feel confident that you can do it? Because, and then what it was that she tried to take a shortcut. So the monkey bars is like there was these steps that was on the side, and so she tried to step on the side, and she tried to step on them and like grab by the third one so she could make it to the end. I said, no, don't take no shortcuts. I was like, that's the worst thing you can do when you're learning how to do something, when you're going through life taking shortcuts and stuff like that, because that builds insecurity. Because you'll always think in the back of your mind, like, oh my God, I've never done this on my own, or I've never done this the right way, or I've never done it drip by drip, or taken my time. I've always just skipped ahead. I've always just done this. And so when you are presented with an opportunity to actually do it full on and head on, 10:47 on the clock, you will cower in front of the opportunity that God gives you to actually feel empowered. Okay? And so I made her go through all the way through. And I said, well, just make it to the third one. Don't worry about making it all the way, the first go round. Like, you got to build that endurance. You have to build that up. That's how you gain confidence. You have to take it one step at a time. And you go as far as you can go, right? So she got to the third one. And I was so proud of her. And she was proud of herself. And she was like, okay, Mom, when are we coming back? When are we coming back? Are we going to do this again? Are we going to do And she was so excited. So, and that makes me excited to want to help her to meet that goal. And of course, that's how we should be as people. When we see people get to a certain space in their life, we should want to help them to get to that goal, right? So that's how we build confidence. Once she acknowledged that, oh my God, I don't have enough strength to get there. I'm hurting. This hurts, Mom. This hurts my hands. This hurts my body. This hurts. Once you realize something hurts, take one step at a time at building your confidence. So whatever that has hurt you, sit down with yourself and actually kind of like see it for what it is. Acknowledge that hurt. And say, okay, but this hurt does not make us who we are. It's just where we are right now. And if we want to get to where we want to be, we're going to have to build our confidence up. Because confidence is going to actually get us to move. Okay? All right, so that's the second portion of that. And now the third will be willpower. The third is willpower. So your willpower is the will to do what is necessary consistently, not allowing certain energies to come on in to disrupt what you are working towards. Having discipline. Discipline is hard to come by, but it's not impossible. Once you get tired of something after a while, you be like, look, I don't want this no more. I don't want to hurt anymore. Even though my hurt feels comfortable, I'm tired of being comfortable. You got to get to a space where you're tired of being comfortable. And that comes from really wanting to change. This is only for people that really want to change. And it starts with the people that are wanting to change, and then other people are encouraged and them wanting to change. It's a pattern. It's a ripple effect, like the book said. It's a ripple effect. So it doesn't just help you, it helps everyone around you. Okay? People you never thought that would want to change might want to change based on your strength. Okay? Based on you persevering. 14:11 when I say that. So willpower is what will drive you. Because sometimes confidence is it comes and it goes because we have those insecurities within us and that negative self-talk. But confidence and the willpower is what will drown out the negative self-talk. Because you're going to have that thing where it's just like, yeah, it's not fun. I don't want to have to go work out to get that good feeling and to take better care of my body. I don't want to have to, sit with myself and meditate. I don't want to have to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. That's willpower. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm cold, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's that. It's that very feeling. Okay. And so I placed here and I said creating a self-care routine to serve ourselves in a healthy way needs to be placed on our schedule. So a healthy self-care routine is meditation, is, and we're going to get into that. It is taking a rest when it's necessary, a mental health rest, it is not, removing fear from our energy. And when I say removing fear, it's not being afraid to take that day off. Because we are always on the go, 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 and we have jobs that call us. Yeah, God wants you to be responsible. Absolutely. God will give you the strength to get through, but you're going to have to set some time aside for yourself. You're going to have to make yourself important. Because God, he'll give you the strength to go through work, but at the end of the day, he needs you to have the strength and the willpower to understand that no matter if you take that day off and if they fire you for that day off, then baby, guess what? You were always on their list. So you need to find somewhere else where you're going to actually be able to grow, be able to, 1611, be able to feel appreciated for your hard work, and not just that, having that personal freedom. Being responsible, being able to say, all right, well, I'm not going to take a whole bunch of days off, but I know I need at least one. I need this to just sit in the park, or to be in nature, or to be with myself, or whatever the case may be. Mental health is important, my beautiful people, and self-care is important. It could just be making sure that you take that extra long bath and rubbing on yourself and telling yourself good things and making that a routine. It needs to be a routine. And however you can fit it in your schedule, that's how you can fit it in your schedule. 1657. Whether it's waking up an extra hour and being able to talk to yourself in a positive way. And like when we get to this next section, this is what, will be the next step, right? So the second major thing that we would need to do is, it says, look at what hasn't changed for you that you desire to change, and be brave enough to make hard choices that sets you apart from the chaos. And that's kind of goes like hand in hand with what I was just saying. That's a hard choice to tell your boss or whatever responsibilities that you have. Everybody's situation is different. 1747, but to tell someone, oh, I can't be there today. Oh, I can't take you this afternoon. And it goes with the next section I have and how we handle this. So the first one is, and it's all three S's, the three S's, okay? The three S's. Self-reflect / meditate. Set healthy boundaries. See yourself there. Okay? Self-reflection, being able to sit in peace and quiet, is, oh my gosh, it's gold. It's worth more than money. I mean, most people would disagree with me, but it is. To be able to really know yourself. That's how we get to know ourselves. To actually listen to what goes on in our brain. You know how much we negatively talk to ourselves throughout the day without even realizing it? My angel numbers were able to help me with that for the first couple of years. And even still, for the first couple of years, though, it was heavy. My angels kept telling me, stop thinking negative. Stop thinking negative. Please, watch what you think about. Watch what you say. You're manifesting right now. Please. They were begging me. Stop. You're manifesting the wrong thing. You don't want that to come in your life, okay? You're not thinking. You're not even realizing that the adversary is pouring into you right now. This is why you got to fill your life up with God. You got to fill your life up with the Word. You got to fill your life up with good things. And speak them on a regular, because it'll become a pattern. It will become a positive habit. And right now, a lot of people that have a lot of mental health issues don't have those positive habits. And that's what's going to truly, help us. But it starts with self-reflecting. It starts with that meditation every day. Because when you know where your mind is, it's hard for the enemy to trick you. It's hard because you'll start to think of something like, hold on, wait a minute. I was just telling myself this morning how beautiful we are. I was just telling myself, how powerful we are and how strong we are. And God just confirmed to me that I was going to be okay. Why the heck do I feel fearful right now? Why do I have anxiety? Why do I feel like that? And you start to be more conscientious of your feelings and your emotions. Like, that's how it is. It's like, wait a minute, I don't like this. Why? I was feeling great this morning. What happened? And it could be like certain things that happen throughout your day. You could be late to something, or somebody could tick you off, or somebody could honk their horn at you. It could be like small things. And that's another thing with the triggers and stuff like that. Set healthy boundaries, and that moves us into setting healthy boundaries. So when things trigger you, even if it's stuff that you cannot control, you can't really control hardly anything except for yourself, and that's the point. When you set healthy boundaries in your spirit, people can't get to your triggers, because you love your peace. You're going to start to love your peace so much, my beautiful people, that you're like, oh no, oh, you gonna be like, oh, you disrupted my peace? Oh nah, block you in the name of Jesus. You gonna start rebuking. You gonna start. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, when you start to fall in love with peace just as much as you've started to fall in love with the chaos, when you flip it, when you flip your wheel of fortune, that's what we call it. When you flip that wheel of fortune, 2147, when I said that, and you realize you deserve more, you realize that you deserve peace, and you actually get, like, used to that, you're not gonna let nothing disrupt that. I remember when that whole situation with Drake, Kendrick, and then J. Cole was happening last year or something like that. It was small, it wasn't big, but of course when the whole dissing thing was going on, and then J. Cole kind of got in the middle of it a little bit, he had to apologize. I think it was within days or a week. He apologized on stage. He was like, yo, you never know how peaceful your life is until you get into the arena or the chaos, bro. Like, within days, he could tell the difference. He could tell the difference, and he regretted even being a part of it for a second. Like, he was like, oh nah. And that's when you know you have made it to the other side. When you are not willing to allow any person, any place, or anything to get in the way of your forward movement and your peace. And that's what setting those healthy boundaries would look like. It's not about blocking people, just being mean to people, being nasty to people. No, it's taking the time to realize what you will and what you won't tolerate, and just removing yourself. People will start to notice, they're like, so-and-so hasn't really been coming around us. I wonder why. And if they really care, they'll check up on you. And if they don't, they just won't. And then you have your answer about many different people and things. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then also too, excuse me, my beautiful people, like, when you take yourself out the mess, you can actually be able to tell what is what. Sometimes people don't realize it be their own friends or their own family or their own environments that really is causing all their pain. Like, and that's what they're addicted to. But if you don't take yourself out of the old and start doing certain things that are new, you're never going to know what is what and what is what. You're not going to know. People try so hard to hold on to the old, to hold on to it, and then still try to get the new. You gotta make room. You gotta make room, my beautiful people. So set those healthy boundaries. All right, so the third one is to see yourself there. You got to be the best actor and actress of your life when it comes to changing things and dealing with your mental health, any type of mental health issues. You gotta open up, and then it kind of flows to the next section. You have to literally use your imagination. See yourself already in that position where you want to be at peace, where you see yourself, doing certain things that you haven't done before, or going on adventures, or feeling that freedom. Envision what it would feel like, what you think it would feel like if you were at peace. And I guarantee you, your angels will guide you there. They will guide you through this whole process, But it takes, in order for you to really truly hear your spiritual guides or the angels, and whomever you want to call them, or whatever you want to call them, you're gonna have to do these things first, because it's all about self, really. Like, you have to build yourself up. You have to kind of like know that you have been put here for a reason, and that there is a purpose to your life, and that that magic is real. And so now we go into the third portion. Okay, so the third portion of this 12th house learning lesson, it says, move towards the shrine energy. This is your angelic support and harmony of all the messages and synchronicities that they want to send you. So I said, well, what's the first thing, that the people need to do, Lord, angels? It said something. I had got two cards about, like, it was like children, child magical and child eternal. So it was both like childlike mentality, and it says open-minded to receiving their guidance. That's what I was thinking, because like, remember, most of the time when you see movies or TV shows, it always depicts that a child can only see certain things, because children have this open-mindedness. They have this like, oh, anything is possible type of energy. Disney Channel. Like, and you cannot get rid of that kid-like nature. And a lot of us actually probably need to heal the inner childhood wounds. And I did say that, healing the inner child, believing in magic again. We have to become our younger selves mentally. But not to the point where we're irresponsible, but it's having best of both worlds, allowing our inner child to spark the positive aspects of who we are, but then also having that balance within to know what is right and what is wrong, and that's how you'll be able to see the synchronicities a little bit more when your angels send you a message, or when you start seeing angel numbers, or if you've already started seeing them, or whatever the case may be, whatever you resonate with. Because I know if you're watching 2727, I'm sorry, was that, no, 2737, if you're watching at this moment, that means, like, of course God is leading you here, but then also there have been some synchronicities that you've already gone through, and it's been something that has been like like tapping at you and trying to nudge you to research, to research for yourself. Okay, so that's the first portion of it. The first thing we should do is to, have a more of an open mind, a childlike mind. Okay, so that way the angels can actually, feel accepted. So, because they need to be acknowledged. The adversary, the devil, or any negative energy, they don't need to be accepted. They just invade your spirit, or they try. And that's how you can tell the difference. When you start feeling a certain way, like, that's how I can always tell a difference when a synchronicity is of my angels, or if it's of the devil or the adversary, because the adversary only knows how to put fear in you. And so if I start to feel anxious or scared after receiving a message or after receiving a synchronicity, I know it wasn't from God. It's to stop me, because the adversary only knows how to manipulate. It doesn't know how to create. That's why that's another conversation. We'll get into that another time. But yes, so that's how you can tell the difference. So whenever you're trying to do divination and people be like, oh, I don't know nothing about that devilish stuff, and I don't know, the devil touches this stuff too, all of it. He touches the Bible, he touches the divination tools. The devil or the adversary or anything or energy that may be opposing to help challenge you touches everything, just like how God touches everything. But the difference is, like I said, is that you're going to feel a certain way when you receive a message, because God does not want to scare you. He wouldn't even give you a certain message if he felt like your heart couldn't handle it, or you wouldn't be able to handle it. So all the other messages that you may be receiving and it's making you scared, you're like, what the heck is going on? It ain't from him. Now, and if it is where it's scary because you're just starting out and you're not used to this, because I had that moment too. And if you rebuke it and you say, I don't want it, go away. And if the spirits don't go away, that's a tormenting spirit. That's not of God. So, because I had an experience like that where when I first started seeing my angel numbers everywhere on the clock, like 1111, 222, or or it was like 711, 211, 111, like it was just everywhere, no matter where I went. And he didn't give me any other angel numbers until I acknowledged those first. I didn't know what angel numbers was, 3037 on the clock, and it scared the heck out of me. But when I rebuked them, I said, leave me alone. And I started going a little cuckoo. They left me alone, y'all. I didn't see those angel numbers for a while, for a week. This is after my mom passed, so I was thinking like maybe it was my mom trying to reach out to me, so I felt bad. I was like, but then I knew it was something greater though, and I was like, well, maybe since they left me alone, maybe it was something good, because anybody that is trying to manipulate me wouldn't leave me alone. They would try to keep going. They would keep going, because they want to control me, you know. So I asked them to come back. I said, angels, please come back. You know, I didn't say angels, but whatever you are, please come back. You know, and they did. Instantly, the next, like within the next 24 hours, I started seeing them again. And I think that was just my mind. My mind had shut them off because I was scared. I didn't want to see those angel numbers. So I stopped looking at the clock. I stopped looking at certain things that would give me messages. I was like, no, I don't want to see you. So whether they were there or not, I don't know. But my mind was closed off to them. All of it. So, you know, that's how, you know, God is asking us to open up our minds so that way we can receive the messages. So the second part of the third would be work hard to partner with with the guidance you receive. So working hard to collaborate with your angels. When your angels send you a message and you just don't know what it is, look it up. You know, Google, you know, it's certain, you know, you can't trust everything on Google. I will say that, but that's why it's important for us to build up all this stuff here that I just named and have the confidence, and that will build up our intuition. And so whenever you're looking for certain things, like I said, if it makes you feel fearful, it is not for you. It's not God's message. But if it makes you feel calm, understood, maybe a little embarrassed, but then you still have that practical mindset where it's like, okay, Lord, I'm sorry. Okay. All right. But you still feel the love from the message, then there you go. And you follow that energy, you follow the love. So whatever article God puts you on, or whatever you're learning in a book, when you go to Barnes and Noble, or when actually God tells you to go to Barnes and Noble, or whatever, when you start to listen to those synchronicities, you work and you collaborate with your angels when you take action. When you actually move in the direction that they're asking you to move in, even if it sounds silly, even if it feels silly, even if you're like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Like, I don't know why I pulled up here. I don't know why I decided to read this book. I don't know what. Just go with the flow as long as it makes you feel empowered. When it starts to disempower you, that is the wrong direction. Okay? All right, so... And then the last but not least portion of this whole situation of learning with the 12th house, okay? Come out of lack. I said come out of the lack mentality and stop allowing guilt to define your choices. Do your best to always do the right thing for everyone involved. My beautiful people, we make a lot of choices out of guilt, out of sorrow, out of self-pity, you know. And to make ourselves feel better, we do things for other people or to sacrifice for ourselves when really it's... Because I was trying to figure out this last portion that the angels were trying to express to me, because it was kind of hard. I got a verse out of the Bible, 1 Corinthians, okay? Chapter 9, verse 8. And when I read it, it was just naming off a few people that were descendants of, I believe, Saul. Yeah, Saul, and the Benjamites, I believe. And I was like, okay, well, I was trying to figure out, but the last portion of the scripture, that last portion of that scripture, it said on 9, it says all these men were heads of their family. So, but when I looked it up on Google, because I still needed a little help. I was like, and see, this is what I mean when we talk about working together with your angels. Okay, when the angels give you something, if you don't quite understand, just do your homework, my beautiful people. 35:37. So when I was like, okay, what's First Corinthians 9:8 mean? Okay, and it says it. So it encourages Christians to give up their rights for the benefit of those who are less faithful. That don't even make sense. So Paul, the author of First Corinthians, demonstrates his commitment to this idea by giving up his right to receive financial support from the Corinthians. So then, and I was like, okay, cool. So what it is that Paul put himself in a position, and his lineage. We don't want your money. We don't want your money. Like, a lot of people, we are very codependent on a lot of false help. And that's what I got here. Hero in the reverse. And it says escapism and a false sense of heroism. There are a lot of people out here, a lot of organizations, a lot of different things that really want to have this false sense of heroism. And even us, even we can do this towards ourselves and towards other people. But we're always looking for something in return. And that's why it becomes false. And we have to stop giving up our rights for people that don't have the faith within themselves or in God or whomever you pray to. We really do, as a people, give up our rights for people that don't have faith, that don't love themselves, that wouldn't even know what loving themselves would look like if it kissed them in the mouth. Like we really don't. And it kind of goes hand in hand when that whole situation when I was talking about, like, your job. Most people don't know when to take off, or most people don't know what to accept and what to not accept at their place of work, or just collaborations, or in relationships, or in families and stuff like that. You just accept it. You just kind of go along with it. But I mean, you're doing that for people that don't even know anything about themselves. Like, and then I got the card where it says here, holding on to the situation to suck out all the benefits, to be able to be unable to leave. Like, codependent energy is big right now, my beautiful people. We rely on a society that does not believe in God. We know of God. We read about God, but to have true faith in God, blind faith in God, small as a mustard seed, small, that's all you need. We follow people that don't even have the mustard seed bit of faith, because we have here danger. It's dangerous to follow that. It's dangerous to follow people like that, to take financial help or assistance, or to be up under a group of people that literally want to keep you stuck and unable to leave them. Whether it's the country, the world, or even in your family or in a relationship, because we have here ungrounded and sickly. It's supposed to get you ungrounded and sickly. Mental health issues, to not be able to be balanced within yourself, and to be balanced with what God wants you to work on, because we got North Node here in the reverse. It doesn't allow you to go towards what God is trying to get you to. We have here faithlessness. These are people that have no faith in themselves. They have no faith in God. They have no faith in healing. Like, real healing. I'm not going to go there. That's for another conversation. But giving up our rights, my beautiful people, and it's not even about the rights. It's being afraid to set yourself apart from the rest. That's what it really is about. It's not about giving up your rights. You gotta be able to represent God and who you are, as an individual. And even if you seem crazy as heck, when it comes to, how you profess your love for God or for your life and for your life's purpose, you have to be willing to accept that everybody not gonna flock with you. Now, we still have to keep a practical mindset. We still have to be courteous of other people. But then I also got this too. Because it says something about this. What did it say? Darn it. Must not be meant, because I just clicked off. But I'm just speak from the heart. I read something about how, like, instead of trying to change people to gravitate towards your faith, just stand in your faith and move away from the people that don't have faith at all, or that believe that, because you don't want to, like, you can't change any way of any other person's belief. You just have to live your authentic life. You have to live for yourself. You have to live the life for yourself and allow God to touch their hearts through the example of you. That's how it works. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean, if you do that, then everybody's gonna follow you. No, that's not the goal. Because me personally, I feel like we are, like, when we say the soul never dies, it literally never dies. You guys, my theory, it's a theory, you guys, okay? But when we die, the body gets left here. But there are a bunch of different earths running at the same time. This is why we can't make it to space, because God would not let us ruin this. Like, I mean, as much people really think we actually gone to space. We've gone far enough to where we could put satellites up there, but we can't get past a certain point. It's just like the sea. We can't get past a certain point going down and, to the core, or else, we blow up, or whatever the case may be. So it's just like God has placed certain limitations. I like to say limitations, but boundaries. Even God knows how to set healthy boundaries. So that's a good example. So He knows how to set healthy boundaries. So we should learn from God, right? Just by the nature of God. But there's a bunch of earths running at the same time, but they're all on different timelines. So when God says He wants you to elevate in your spirit, there are things you're supposed to be learning in this lifetime. Because when you die, your soul gets transferred into that soul that's coming up. It's either going to get transferred into the soul that has passed on, that is being born, or that's having a near-death experience. That's why when most people have a near-death experience, they feel like they've seen the Lord. They're like, oh my God, I saw God. It's because you went through a channel. You actually went through certain things where your other self met up with you. That other self that is in that world is still in control. But the knowledge that you receive, the knowledge that I have right now, I'm going to take that with me in my soul. And so the next earth that I go to, it could be running right now, but that earth that I go to is in 2060 or something like that. But see, this is the thing. I wasn't born in the same year on that earth. I was born in a different year on that earth. Okay, so you get what I'm trying to say. That's why it feels like when you say, oh man, that's an old soul right there, or reincarnation, or you have all these different ideologies. This is what I've come up with based on what everybody is saying, and what I feel in my heart, and what the intuitive downloads that I've had. There are different earths running at the same time, but just different timelines. And like I said, you hop there when it's time, and it just helps you to elevate in your spirit each time you just keep. Now there are people that don't get to live their dream life in this lifetime. Do you really think that God is going to give you one? He knows it's not going to just take one time. Look at how long it took Him to create all of this. You think He's just going to give you one? Like one opportunity. Now you may be able to remember the opportunity of the last time. Now there are people that can remember their past lives or past energies in different timelines. There are people can, and that's when you really tapped in. but you're not supposed to, or not they say you're not supposed to, but it's not traditionally happening because we're not tapped in. Let's just say that. Most of us aren't. So, but your spirit. That's why don't weep when people pass. Because all they're doing is just their soul is going to their next body in a different timeline on a different earth. It's going, and that's why soulmates, people that like you say, oh, that's my soulmate, like you know them, but you felt like you've been around them before, because you have. Because when they pass, they're gonna meet you up in a different on a different earth, on a different timeline, and the same. That's why it seems so familiar, because it's like we never die, like we just never die. We just keep learning, and that's, man, it's amazing. I could go on and on and on. But I'm not. But that's just my theory. So coming out of this lack mentality would be to know that you are always going to have enough time, enough money, enough abundance in your energy, enough resources, enough strength, enough of everything that God has given you that you were born with, to be able to kick certain habits, to be able to remove negative energies and remove yourself around from people that don't serve your purpose, even if it means sacrificing something that you've always had, even if it means setting on a new path, a new journey, and allowing yourself to trust God to protect you throughout the whole entire journey, the whole entire adventure. Okay, that is a very hard thing to do, but it starts with you. It starts with you acknowledging your hurt and your pain, and gaining that confidence, self-reflecting, meditating, getting those healthy habits to come in, and then really just being like a child in the mind, and be childlike, have a childlike energy. But then you also need to remove yourself from people that do not have the faith. That faith that is required to keep moving forward to an unknown place. Because that's the only way that you're going to get there. You're going to have blind faith. But that's why a lot of people don't change, because we're afraid. We're afraid of the unknown. Okay? So now I'm going to end it with an angel number. Okay? We're going to end with an angel number. That was beautiful. Mental health is so important for us to take care of. Self-care. I'm going to have to take my own advice. All right, angels, can I have a beautiful angel number that will resonate for the people? So we got the number 4. So the number 4 in the red would be like the 4 of Wands. So it's about setting like strong foundations. Okay. 3 of Pentacles, and that would be like 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. So collaborations. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, stop collaborating with people that make you codependent and bankrupt your energy or your spirit. Do I need to get another one? Okay. And then the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, and start over. Oh wait, excuse me. Release. You have to set your life on strong foundations, my beautiful people. Strong foundations. 4917, I believe. Yeah, that was 4917. You got to set your life on foundations that cannot be shooketh. Like, that cannot, just be taken away by, a person, a platform, a government, anything. Like, you have to set your foundations within God, within yourself. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna go to one of my trusted sites here. I did not write this. This is from someone else. Okay. So we got 4394 as the angel number here. The title is Believing in Yourself. Y'all are good. I love y'all. I love y'all energy. I love your energy. I be having fun with my angels, y'all. Don't mind me. So we have here Believing in Yourself is the title, okay, by Laura Smith. And angel number 4394, Resilience and Hard Work. 4394 implies may your new job bring fresh sunlight to your life, and a new job represents your new start and a new world. Besides, the struggle of getting an opportunity is harder, like that of pulling a big object through a small hole. Precisely, your guardian angels are giving you the motivation that will help you not to give up. Equally, the harder the road, the sweeter the fruits. And it's so funny how they put job there, because we were talking about jobs the whole time, you know. So I think a lot of us, for financial security, that's why it was, people that have no faith and you, in what you have faith in, or having faith in you, and we're giving up our rights to practice our faith, or to practice good health care for people that simply don't, and stepping into a new opportunity. Now, I'm not telling everybody out here, go there, just quit your job, but we have to be, responsible as well. But if you understand that your situation right now, it's not the best for your mental health, then we're going to have to start setting healthy boundaries, my beautiful people, because the sooner that the world starts setting healthy boundaries, then guess what? These jobs will actually start to accommodate those healthy boundaries over time. It takes time. But it will eventually happen, but we have to set the tone. People really have the power. They don't want us to believe that the people of the world have the power, but we do. And we just don't come together all at once like we should. But it's not, and this channel is not to start a riot, or to say, let's just dismantle everything. No, I'm not a believer in that. That everything has its place, but change is gradual. It has to happen gradually, because the change that we seek is not just by getting what we want. It is making sure that everyone involved can adjust to the changes that we want. And that includes the people in power, that includes people around us, because not everybody responds to changes, even if they are positive. Not everybody responds to change the way we would like, the way we would hope. So sometimes things have to happen as a drip, okay, instead of a whole pour. And that's what we need to learn, more patience as people. So, and then we get to this next section. It says 4394 means that may your new job be your greatest opportunity. Work hard, and soon you will accomplish your dreams. More so, do not stop there with your resilience, hard work, and persistence. Precisely, you will achieve even more in your new position if you maintain your goodness. Okay? 44 represents your dedication and hard work, plus your confidence too. Precisely, your guardian angels want you to embrace all the patterns of life, and may you win your fresh start without fears. Besides, congratulations on entering a new career field. I don't know, y'all. I'm feeling a little emotional because I feel like they talking to me. Because I told you we doing something different. This is a new thing for me. I still, I'll consult with my angels on whether we still will do the readings. I feel like that's a good way for me to channel a little bit of my creativity. But it's still this is something new. This is something fresh for me, and I want to be able to help. I want to utilize my tools to be able to assist people and ask God, what do the people need to hear? What do people need to do? So you may be going through that same thing right now, my beautiful people. You're presented with an opportunity to change or to do something different. And it may be scary. It may be something scary. But, we have to have that self-confidence and still work hard, okay, for what we want. All right. It says that 494 emphasizes that you should overcome all your fear. All your fears and reach the highest peak of success at your new workplace. Okay, embracing all the new obstacles your new job keeps throwing at you with a strong personality and confidence. 434 implies that your hard work and confidence will bring you the sweetest taste of success in the new field that you have ever dreamed of. Undoubtedly, your guardian angels believe that you will give constant and excellent performance in gaining success. Okay, my beautiful people. So, yeah, it goes into, it says, workmates are happy about being a part of, excuse me, my beautiful people. Everywhere indicates that you should face all your obstacles professionally without doubting your ability. Also, workmates are happy about being part of them. Furthermore, they have complete faith in you that you have the potential to achieve a bright future in your career. I believe those are your angels, like workmates. I believe that's what God is trying to say, or this young lady is trying to, interpret. But it also could mean that you work around good people. So that's a good thing, okay? 4394 spiritually means that God will make you strong enough to fit into your new position. More so, your guardian angels believe that you will prove yourself perfect for the position. Generally, you have the ability that can take you to a new level of success. Okay, this angel number symbolizes that you are a hard worker and a passionate dreamer. Well done, and always be proud of yourself. Okay, so the angels are congratulating you at this time. They're telling you well done. There's something that you are like moving towards, that you're going towards, and you're doing you're doing fantastic. You're doing fantastic, my beautiful people. Okay, just keep moving. Okay. It says God will always give you all the ability to prosper in your new opportunities. Also, it shows that you will do great things in the new chapter of your life. Okay. 4394 is that your struggle brings great influence within the community. Seemingly, everyone wants to follow your ways. Also, your struggles make them more confident and determined that they will achieve their goals too. 4 is not the number of those who never quit. It usually carries the message of good luck to those who are confident in their work. 3 shows that you can accomplish many things at the same time. Notably, you are 3 in 1. 9 represents your hard work and self-confidence. 4394 signifies that a new opportunity will inevitably bring a new challenges. Whatsoever you dare to win over every challenge in your life, meaning you should just face it. Besides, it might bring you a lot of challenges, but you should know that you will pass through them and become a winner in the end. Your guardian angels are encouraging you to fit well and find success in your new position. Also, they want you to enjoy your work to your heart's content. Yes, my beautiful people. So it's so crazy. I was talking about jobs. That was my main example. So it's definitely something about you doing something out of the norm, not following the crowd of the faithlessness. Okay, people that don't have faith in what you're doing now, something new that you're doing now, or something that you're trying to do when it comes to helping others, or when it comes to just moving forward and to something that you're more passionate about, and moving forward towards your north node. That's what, yes, moving towards your north node. The only way we can move towards our north node and what God has for us is by healing. We have to heal. That's first and foremost. We got to cut out the drugs, the heavy alcohol. We got to make sure that our mind is clear. Okay? I'm not saying you can't, partake, everything in moderation. But it's really important, my beautiful people, for us to start cleansing here on Split Cleansing, okay? All right, my beautiful people. So that is the message that I have for you all. Mental health is something we should definitely take seriously, and move forward as much as we possibly can. Remember, it's a drip. We gotta, do things one step at a time. And like I said, you can replay back this video, and this is just messages that my angels have definitely given. They have spoken through me, and the steps that we can take in order to really start to heal. Okay, so my beautiful people, if you're digging the vibe, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell notification, so that way you can be notified whenever I post. And if you are a returning subscriber, my beautiful people, thank you for your support. I know this is a little different, and like I said, I will try to ease the change. Okay, I may still do I may do the tarot, because I still enjoy the tarot. I still enjoy my other divination practices, like my tea leaf readings. My just different things. My different divination tools. Bibliomancy, picking through the book, just different ways of connecting, my beautiful people. So I just won't always, God knows my heart. He know I won't always be able to just do things one way, but that's what content creation is all about, right? You have multiple different ways of giving out what you're trying to give to the people, right? So my beautiful people, all right, I will have timestamps at the bottom of this video, so that way you can just click on it and go back to wherever you would like to go back to get the answers that you seek. But my beautiful people, remember, trust yourself, trust the Lord, and everything's going to continue to work out just fine. I thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye.